Hello everybody and welcome back to another video review. Today, another Black Series video. Didn't expect to make too many Black Series reviews, but this is another order for your casual clone, and he has given me the green light to once again open these up and review them. And it's also cheaper and easier to package loose figures rather than finding a box that can fit so many other boxes in it. Although these aren't too big, honestly. They're pretty small and they're just cardboard boxes. Just to show you here, this one is already open. Yeah, basic packaging, Phase 2 Clone Trooper and the Battle Droid from the Clone Wars. And then there's the back again. Again, nothing too crazy going on. There's Star Wars Black Series there, and all you do is open this flap, and you have a baggie here with accessories. You have, I believe this is a clone, and then you have the droid here in this little, and then we have another little paper bag. So if we open these up, what's in this one? We have the antenna, and that's it. Make sure there's nothing more in there. We open this one up, and we have the blaster, the rifle. We have the back piece for the droid, and then the blaster for the droid. So, and then the back piece I mentioned. So then we just unwrap our mummified droid. As such, I've never held a droid, a Black Series droid, in my life. This feels so skinny and flimsy. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to stand. Oh no, there he is. These are gonna be interesting to to work around with. We do have Clone Trooper, obviously. And here he is, which I believe is using the new body mold, the updated, or no, is it not? No, because the shoulder pads are stuck to the elbow. It doesn't move up and down like the new one does. Is this? These are the new knee pads, I think. Yeah, these move around. Was it the knee pads that were new? I don't know Black Series body molds, but wasn't there a new one with the movable elbow pads? I feel like there's a new mold for that. Wasn't there? I can't remember. So I have the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, which I thought they had the movable elbow pads. Was that not a thing? Yeah, that's a thing for Phase 1. Are they just super... Oh, they are just super tight on there, I guess. I don't know. Your casual clone is the expert when it comes to Black Series. I don't know much other than they're clones and they fight the droids and then they turn on their Jedi Masters and kill them. So, I mean, I've seen the Clone Wars, I've seen anything related with clones, so, you know, I know, but I just don't collect enough Black Series to know what's different and what's changed. I really don't know where to start. I guess we'll start with we'll start with the Clone Trooper instead, because we've seen this guy a few times, I think, on my channel. At least we saw him with this guy, and now it's just Phase 2 blank Clone Trooper, which all of these are just gonna become customs for your casual clone. So that's why he bought these, because the Disney store was having a sale, so they went from 50 down to 25 bucks. He sent me the money, I placed the order, and he got a total of 4 2-packs. I believe it was still in stock, so I don't know what's happening, if they have too much stock or people aren't buying it because they're just too pricey now. I wouldn't say it's a mix of both. Maybe people weren't too interested or didn't need them, and maybe because of that they just had so much left in stock, so now it's on sale. So hopefully it's still there for those of you who need clones and droids or want these. But yeah, we'll start with the review on the Phase 2 Clone Trooper, which does have a removable helmet, and then you do have I forget his name of the actor, but you have a sculpt of him down there, and I guess you can always remove it from the Phase 1 and interchange them. There's like no differences at all in the armor, other than he has these little lines painted black, so I guess that means he's Phase 2, but you can put the Phase 1 helmet on that. I don't know. They're the same body to me, so I don't see a reason why to switch them around. And I agree with your casual clone. I do prefer the Phase 1 helmet. I don't know, it just seems more interesting. This is already like more like stormtrooper-y, like getting to that point, and this is just kind of unique, you know? Very cool. I mean, I think this is a lot more Mandalorian, I think, but the bodies are the same. So if you saw my review on this guy, same articulation, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that goes up to there, a vertical hinge on this side, and you have a horizontal hinge on this side. Torso goes forward, back, it does rock around, pivot. He does kick forward. Upper thigh cut, kicks out very well. Single jointed knee, and then of course this knee pad thing can move out of the way if you needed to. Feet go back only about that much. It runs into the armor piece there. You do have the ankle pivot and goes forward about that much. So the same thing, and I do notice that he's dropping a lot of like black plastic, like little residue. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, you can even see like his little chin there. I think that's another factor I don't like too much about the Phase 2 Clone Trooper, at least for the Black Series. Any figure that has a Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet, you can always see a bit of a chin, and here from there not so much, but as soon as you tilt it up you start to see a little bit of skin in there, which you don't see with the Phase 1, so that's a lot more clean, I think. And he does come with the 2 blasters that we've seen many times with clones, so there's that. Nothing too great in terms of detail, no silver or anything. And then you can just make them hold the rifle or the smaller blaster. I always like the rifle a little bit more. There you go, you can get them in some great shooting poses. Looks fantastic, ready to go as such. And we'll move on to the droid. Again, I've never handled a droid, so this just feels very flimsy and new to me. So I guess articulation wise, he has a ball joint at the top, so he can sort of look side to side in a weird way, and then he can look up about that much and down not so much. But yeah, he does have like pivoting even there for the head, so yeah, it can turn and do all the things on the ball joint. The arms go out about that much. That's cool to see. They rotate. They have a sort of a bicep swivel there. That's pretty cool. You have the hinge here, obviously, at the arm. That's about as much as you can get, or backwards, whichever way you want to go. And then you have a swivel here for the hand, and then a hinge that goes horizontally in and out as such. I'm trying to see what else is in here. I guess you have the ab crunch there. You can go forward and back, I guess. A little bit of pivot there. Legs can go up, way up like that, and then out, not so much, and then they can go all the way back to the back side. single jointed knee, but it goes basically all the way up. And now I know these guys are meant to transform into like a ball or whatever when they're being carried. That's how they look. You have a little like boot swivel or like boot cut here. Not really a boot, it's a droid, but you know what I mean. Like down here, you have feet go back and then forward, and then you do you have ankle pivot? You do have ankle pivot. So that's pretty cool for a little droid. Very cool. Like I said, I've never handled one before. And then this is a blaster, which I also haven't seen, which is very cool. It's just big, blocky sort of gun. Lots of detail. I do like how this looks. So that should go into his hand as such. And he holds it pretty well. Won't fall off. And then I guess you can make them... Do they hold it? Yeah, they do hold it under the barrel. They just sort of walk around like this. No wonder they can't hit shit, because they're not really aiming. I mean, they're droids, they don't have to aim, but I don't know. Kind of a flawed design if he's just shooting from the hip as such. But yeah, that's the articulation for this guy. In terms of detail, there's not too much. There's just a few specks of like silver with the pistons here and there. If I can get this to focus. Down here, these sort of hydraulic pieces. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty bland. And then you do have the eyes there. And then you do have his back piece, which should go like this. As such. So that's pretty cool, which adds a little bit more of weight to him. You have the antenna there, which I believe these can... Yes, they do. They come up from the back piece as such. So that gives it another look there. The head just does run into it slightly, but you can move it around and maneuver it around. It does seem to have a hinge in there, but no, that's not a hinge. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's just, it does seem like a hinge. Oh, I think this here is just like, oh, there it goes. There you go. You have some more articulation there for the neck, so you can look forward. Let me zoom out. You can like go forward and back. And then, yeah, the little like tails on the back also like flip forward and back. So yeah, pretty nifty. I mean, again, I haven't held a droid ever for the Black Series, but these are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm sure your casual clone is going to do some cool stuff with these, battle damage them, or just give them some unique paint schemes. Oh, there's another articulation here at the forearm, here by the, what's it called, the hinge at the elbow, sort of a forearm swivel, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, like I was saying, he's going to customize these. I think he's going to open his commissions pretty soon, so I'll leave a link to his Instagram and his YouTube channel so you guys can check out his work and stuff. But yeah, he does a phenomenal job, and I'm sure he's gonna do great work with all of these clones and droids. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. But yeah, let's move on to my final thoughts, I guess. On the side of this backpack piece, I really don't know. I mean, that's not sticking in there. Do we have to remove this and then just... Oh, okay, I see. So you remove it, and this is sort of a communication droid. I don't know, it has like a little wire thing, but I guess that's just how you do it. I'm not too sure. I guess I can try and form him into a ball like we see them, you know, being transported. So give me a second with that, and then we'll see if I can do it. So this is the whole transformation. It's just him like sort of hugging his legs. I don't know if the torso like goes in and out. I'm not too sure about that, but he's just curled up in a ball. He's scared of the clone troopers are about to they're about to bully him. That is hilarious to see. Anyway, let's go to my final thoughts. So final thoughts, it's just a fun little 2-pack. Again, if you just want to get some more regular troopers for your battalions, you have the option. If you needed more droids, that's another option. Still have this one bullying the poor curled up one. But yeah, and I opened another 2-pack just to sort of show them blasting each other. Yeah, the thing's kind of it's falling down. But yeah, it's just a fun little 2-pack, like I said. Nothing too crazy, nothing too new. I will say, trying to put this on the rifle with just like sticky tack. Come on, Black Series, just add a porthole onto your weapons and, you know, give them a way to be able to display the blasting. I'm pretty sure you could probably do it with the droid one. Let me see. You could place, I guess, the Valiverse one. Yeah, there you go. You can put that and make it seem like it's blasting. It's not a particular color that they shot, you know. Usually the lasers are what? Blue, green, and red. So yeah, it's a real shame that Hasbro just refuses to upgrade their blasters by giving them some good blast effects. And if they do, it's an extra charge of $10, so it makes it a deluxe, and there you go. You have to pay extra just for a blast effect. But you know, if it just, at least for the clone troopers, they added a hole under blasters. Like, we already have blue effects from G.I. Joe Classified. We have like red ones, red orangey ones. I don't know, just upgrade your sculpting and you make collectors a little bit happy by doing that. But yeah, just to show you guys how I did the effect. Again, this is just a blast effect, but it also resembles sort of exploding outward. So if you just put a little bit of sticky tack on there, with some behind the scenes photography here. If you just put a little bit of sticky tack on the back, it'll hold it in place. Oh, I see that and it falls out. It's also tricky because they have already these pegs there, but this is why I kind of had him holding it. So that, oh god, I almost had it. As soon as you move it, it just comes down, but I swear it works. I had it on there before. You also need probably a little more. Let's just combine these. Put it here. And there we go. He's sort of getting blasted and it fell over again. It's also old sticky text. It's probably not sticking as well, but yeah, just a little photography tip there that you can kind of do here. You can also cradle it a little bit with this hand. That little tip, it's not focusing, but you can make him cradle it a little bit with his hand, and that way it guarantees a little bit more sturdiness. But anyway, getting sidetracked. It's a good, fun little 2-pack. So yeah, recommended if you guys want more clones and droids. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.